only $9.99. So super exciting price point on all of these. All switches come with easy Bluetooth setup as well. Next, we'll jump into our router. This one is called Route 10. This some I don't want you guys to be fooled by the size and price of this. This one's only 199 MSRP. It's a little bit smaller, but we really built some powerful features into us. We don't want you to get deterred by the size and price of this one. This one's really powerful. We built a lot of features into it, and we want to be super disruptive. Honestly, looking back, we've got people would take a look at this and think, hey, this isn't expensive enough to do what I do, and that's not the case in a lot of situations. So I encourage you guys to look at the spec sheet, but some features that highlight it. It's got four 2.5 gig ports, with the middle two ports being PoE plus. It's got two 10 gig SFP plus ports. So you can do a total combined throughput of 25 gigabits on this, as well as you can do 10 with IDS IPS enabled. So it can do IDS IPS, it can do firewall configuration, IPsec site to site, WireGuard. We're coming out with OpenVPN on this one as well. It can do cake traffic shaping. You can do up to 5 WANs, so you can do load balancing and failover on this one as well. So super powerful. Highly encourage you guys to try it out. Can manage about 4,000 clients right now, and that number's only going to improve. Next, we have a rack mount kit. So this is our rack mount kit. So it comes with you can see the form factor on our 8 port and Route 10 are the same width, as well as our control, which we didn't talk about. Not a lot of people use our control, but it's an option if you wanted a local install. Feel free to fire away any questions, and I can definitely handle those. But it comes with the width that fits either of them, and then just a screw on the back. So it's just a one-use space. Works with our Route 10 8-porter control, and you can interchange those. We have cloud-based management, which again has no cost to it as well. It's super easy to use and manage. You can do multi-site management on it. We got a customizable dashboard. We have the mobile app. We have like a heat map tool planner in there as well. This is our local controller. This one you can do, that's what I was talking about. We haven't talked about it yet, but here it is. It can manage up to 1,000 Alta Labs devices. You can do multi-site management on it. It's essentially only needed if you didn't want to be in our cloud. If you guys are okay with being in the cloud, which about 95% plus of our deployments are, you don't even need to worry about this product. But if you want a local instance, it's here for you. Powerful features, we got Alta Pass in here, which we'll talk about, which is the way to combine multiple SSIDs into one. And then depending on the password you input determines your network type, permission, you can download, upload rate limit, you can assign to a VLAN by password, you can bypass the hotspot, Wi-Fi schedule, or content filter all at the password level under single SSID, which is really cool. So excited to talk to you guys show you guys a little bit more about that one. This one's great in restaurants, hotels, MDUs, concert festivals, residential, the parents want a password, the guests, the kids, education, the faculty, the guest, IoT devices, students. And then next we'll jump into, so AltaPass is really cool, something I'm excited to show you guys about. Next we'll jump into our partner program, which you just go to our website, alta.inc, and then work with us and partner program. And you can sign up for this. It's totally free. There's no commitments, no minimums, no costs, anything like that. It's essentially just that we track your guys' sell through and then reward you guys through credits with Epcom. For more units you install, the more cash back you get, as well as reward trip entries. We're going to Mexico this year, and a priority support phone number you get when you hit tier 4, so which is just the first tier. Alta Boost power. This is some pretty cool concept. I'm not sure who has heard of carrier offloading here, but excited to show you guys this. This is the concept of cell providers offloading traffic onto Wi-Fi networks and then compensating you as the owner or manager per gigabyte of data passed through. So it's a really cool concept. I'll pull up a YouTube video on it for you guys and show you, and then we'll go from there. But it explains the concept and what it is. But you can seamlessly have you can set this up. It's just another SSID broadcasting, and the carriers will recognize it as a location and seamlessly send their customers over without them having to accept anything or anything like that. So I'll pull it up, show you guys a quick video. Boost right here.
Hey everyone, Chase.
Let me know if you guys can hear
Harrison here,
that.
CEO of Alta Labs, and I've got something game changing to share. Tired of spotty cell coverage ruining your day? Sick of signal boosters that underdeliver or cost an arm and a leg? Well, buckle up. Alta Labs is about ready to blow your mind. Meet Alta Boost, one of the world's first and certainly the easiest to deploy Wi Fi powered cell coverage solutions. We've taken our industry leading Alta Labs Wi Fi access points and supercharged them to deliver seamless Wi Fi and impressive cell phone coverage all in one. Your guests, your team, your family, they'll love you for this. Alta Boost syncs with most, but not all major carriers and uses carrier grade encryption to keep your data locked down tight. The best part, supported carriers are already on board. No apps, no hassle, just walk into range of an Alta Boost enabled access point and boom, instant coverage boost. To set up Alta Boost, log in to manage.alta.inc. Pick the site you want to deploy Alta Boost on, hit the settings tab, then Wi-Fi settings. Pick pass point on the right, select Alta Boost from the dropdown, keep the network name as Alta Boost, leave the site as is, and stick with black for the color so that all of your APs in your site will improve coverage. To limit the bandwidth impact of sharing your connection, enable the upload and download rate limits if desired. Hit save, and in minutes, your spotty signal woes are history. Alta Boost works anywhere, businesses, homes, you name it. And it's already rolling with most US domestic carriers, plus some international partners. For more information, head to help.alta.inc and search Alta Boost in our knowledge base. This isn't just a product, it's your ticket to staying connected. Let's make drop calls a thing of the past together.
So that's a really cool concept that I'm going to share with you. We did this at a Chick-fil-A up here as well. Oh, gotta get a little bit better search out to boost out the labs. There we go. So I'll show
Hey
you.
guys,
This is just a quick little case study we did.
this is Chase Harrison, CEO of Alta Labs. We're outside of one of our local Chick-fil-A restaurants where we recently worked with the local operator to do a bunch of network infrastructure upgrades. In discussing the project with him, we presented the idea of doing carrier offload in each of his locations. Once he understood how it would enhance his customer experience, where his customers, his patrons, would be able to walk into each restaurant and without having to do anything, would seamlessly roam onto a private, secure, and authorized network, which is authorized by their wireless carriers, which would provide great connectivity to browse social media, stream videos, and check emails while they ate, he was in. Each location has a combination of indoor and outdoor APs installed to assure maximum coverage around each property. The operator, in return for providing both the internet connection as well as the hardware, is now receiving hundreds of dollars per month per site in passive income. If you're interested in adding carrier offload to any of your projects, please email sales@alta.inc and a member of our sales team will be happy to answer questions you have. Thank you.
So yeah, does that make sense to you guys? If not, let me know, and I'm happy to jump into it more. But uh, would love for you guys to try this out. If you guys are interested in getting paid for this, let me know, and I will introduce you to our partner, Wi-Fi Wireless. There's a couple ways you can monetize this, either with XNet with AT&T or with Wi-Fi with them and a few other carriers potentially. So let us know. It's not 100% on all carriers right now. It's a new technology. It's been around for a while, but newer, picking up steam. We are in talks with Verizon right now as well. So let me know if you guys are interested in getting paid for that, and we can get you guys introduced. We have some case studies that, just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over all of them today, but just highlight a few. There's fitness centers, festivals, gyms, residential homes, sports complex, MDUs, RV parks are great with Alta Pass. Solence is a residential development, as well as like the Hill, which is a great MDU. And then, so excited for you guys to check these out, schools, but for whatever kind of install you can, dude, Alta generally should be a fit. I'll pause on this for a moment, let you guys scan this QR code to pull up this case study. But this is a Notre Dame student housing complex that, before we got there, they had a different SSID broadcasting in every room, which, as you guys know, is not the best way to go. And so we were able to combine all the SSIDs into one, and then depending on the password they input, determine their rate limiting and meg package. And then they would be able to take that password with them wherever they were and seamlessly roam throughout the whole apartment, whether it was the gym or the common area or their buddy's apartment or their apartment. They're able to seamlessly roam throughout the whole complex. Like we talked about community focused, I would encourage you guys to sign up for our newsletter on our website, as well as we have monthly all events, which are you can see right there, our CEO and CTO talking about new updates out the labs, new products, feedback, everything like that. If you guys ever need marketing assistant, we're happy to help you with trade show banners, website graphics, anything like that. We can support you flyers, case studies. This is why Alta Labs is great for Pro AV. We work with Bluestream, or we're getting ready to work with Bluestream, Dante, AV Pro Edge. We do IGMP snooping as well, but we very familiar with our background. We were actually started by Sound Vision. When we first started, we were under their Sound Vision Technologies were under their umbrella, who owns True Audio and Vessel. Now we spun out into our own entity, but very default. We have to play very well with AV, the AV industry. So it's a huge focus for us. Also, we have free training on our YouTube channel and support you can reach easily. We also, I'll pull this up. We also just came out with an S12 distribution switch. This should be available for you guys soon, or you guys should have it already. But this is a 12 port 10 gig SFP plus fiber switch. So you can run all your switches off of this or everything like that. So like an aggregate core distribution switch, whatever term you want to call it. So it's also a cool half U design. So you can combine two of them for a full U as well. Next thing I'll talk about is NFR gear. So you are able to purchase NFR gear through Epcom as well. You can try out at a discounted rate for your first purchase only. You can try out Alta Labs gear, Epcom, reach out to Epcom. They will be able to get you more information, but we can get you a bundle of a couple access points, a switch, and a router just for you guys to try out. So reach out to them. They'll be able to help you get that new product in your hands. Are there any questions so far that I missed or anything like that? Doesn't look like it. Sweet. Cool, cool. All right, next we'll go into the controller part of the demo. This is our login. So you got a couple ways you can log in. So I'll show you. You can just log out. You can sign in via Google or Apple or sign in with email and password. Or you go to alta.inc and click login, just our website, and it'll take you right here. I just sign in with Google, keep it easy. And then you can see it pulls you up to the last site you were on. You can see real-time traffic down to the second or like 1 second delayed. You can see your network devices, regular end user devices, settings, map, everything like that. But we'll jump into the dashboard. It's all real-time traffic down to the second. It's your top active devices, applications, and network devices. So if I want to see what the applications are, someone's on Amazon, Apple, I can block those right here. Next, we'll go back to the network devices. So you can see the site's got 10 network devices on it and click on and do AP configurations, switch configurations, or routing configurations right here, or routing on the actual ports. So we'll jump into some switch configurations first. You can expand these cards. They'll follow you around anywhere in the controller as well. There's drag and drop. You can drop down into your traffic per port on here, which I really like, as well as you can see you can power cycle ports remotely. You can click into these ports and change the configs on them, or you can also do config groups with these colors. So let's say we want to make this port blue, change our blue ports. Let's say we want our voice VLAN ports to all be blue. We're going to do allowed max, speed, isolation, download upload rate limiting, loop detection, allowed max, everything like that, all are allowed VLANs, all under these port profile rules. And then we can set all of these port colors right here to those specific rules. And then we can action set color and make those ports blue. And then we can change all the config. They're just config profiles to save you guys time. You can jump over to settings on here. You can see your temperatures, advanced settings. You can do a remote reboot. You can add radius, move it to a different site, fallback upon failure, everything like that. On our AP, some things I really like are how you can do scans without taking the network down. So we'll hit a quick scan. I'll show you there's still traffic on here. You can see the DPI, connected devices, and you can see it will show me the RF utilization, the interferes all through a live scan, and you can see the traffic is still passing. And there's no failure in that. So it only takes a few seconds. You can hover over your channels and see what's interfering with them, everything like that. Here are router configurations right here. You can do your authentication, VPN, same your port rules over here, set it to, this is where you set it as another WAN. So if you wanted to do multiple WANs, you can set your failover rules as well. Do your authentication, VPN over here as well. You can see advanced IGMP snooping, jumbo frames, DOH, reboot, acceleration, things like that. Also on here, you can do zero touch provisioning. So you can add via serial number right here. So you can also just zero touch provision. You can get your serial number from Epcom and you can add them straight to your site. If you have any issues with that, reach out to support. They'll be able to help work you through it fastly. But generally, you should be good to go. Most people will just zero touch provision like a Route 10 in and start setting up the rules. And then if you have one Alta Labs device there, you start plugging in other Alta Labs devices to that network, they will automatically just pop up right here and you can just click setup as well. So it's super easy. We have the mobile apps as well, iOS and Android if you're wanting to uh, set them up via Bluetooth. End user devices over here, you can filter via wired or wireless. Oh, and one thing I'll back on this networks tab is all this data over here is really cool. You can still see the real-time traffic per device. You can see the load on each device as well, how the channels are doing, devices, how many devices are connected, things like that. And you can locate a device or delete a device right here. If you click locate, it'll just flash the LEDs. You can see the firmware version. You can see everything's up to date on here as well. And let's say for some reason I didn't want to see the IP, I can take that away or bring that right back, and it's really quick and snappy. Devices on here, end user devices, same thing. You can customize them right here. You can do DHCP only devices if you like, and VLAN filter. You can see what SSID they're on if I want to bring that back. Let's see what SSID these guys are connected to as well. You can add wired or wireless right here super easily, or add multiple over here. Search devices, click into end user devices and change those AltaPass settings if they're wireless. Change the network type, VLAN, IP, download upload rate limit, bypass the hotspot, schedule, content filter, device icon. See your info right here as well. And just keep it super simple. On settings, one thing I'm really excited to show you guys is AltaPass, which is really cool. So you can create a new SSID. It'll ask you, will your network consist of modern devices and will they utilize voice and video calls, yes or no? You can have multiple network types, so standard, large, IoT, internet, and guest, all with their own set of rules. You can add unlimited passwords, change the network type, and change the VLAN rules. So let's go through like a general configuration. So let's say we're doing one for like uh, restaurant. You guys have a restaurant as a customer. We're going to do a standard one for the owner. He's on VLAN 1200. He wants to be on his own VLAN. He doesn't want to be download upload rate limited, and he doesn't want people stealing his password. And we know he has 4 devices that he wants connected. We're going to set the max number of devices to 4. We're going to allow the oldest clients first. We don't want him on the captive portal every time he comes in, so we're going to bypass that. He can ignore the Wi-Fi schedule, but he wants to stay on the content filter. So that one's set. We'll set the password, and it's good to go. Next, we'll do a standard password for the employees. So we'll want them on VLAN 1000. We want them download upload rate limited to 25 and 25. And we don't want them sharing these passwords with customers. So we're going to cap this at 40 devices at one time. Allow the oldest clients first. We're going to bypass the hotspot. We'll keep them on the Wi-Fi schedule, and we're going to keep them on the content filter. We're going to set up a guest network, which is on the captive portal, and that's going to be assigned to VLAN 800. It's going to be download upload rate limited to 15 and 15. And then the max number of devices is going to be, let's say we have 100 customers that can connect at one time, and we're going to allow the oldest clients first, bypass that hotspot. Or sorry, we're going to stay on that hotspot. We'll stay on the Wi-Fi schedule and stay on the content filter. We can do an IoT one. You guys get the idea as we go through configurations, but it keeps them all on a single SSID and just multiple passwords, and it's pre-segmented off traffic, which is really cool. This is patented version of PPSK. This is our patented version of it. So you won't see anything the exact same as this one. You can label the SSID. We have multiple sites you can do up here. If you want to broadcast the SSID over multiple sites, advanced settings, you can see if you toggle this on or off, that should toggle on or off. Fast roaming is essentially what that does on there. So uh, you can do a hotspot down here. So we have a local or external one. So you can do your logo, title, terms of service, and do your we have pre-populated terms. You can change those as well, password, landing page, or if you want to integrate with an external one, you can do that right here. And then Wi-Fi schedule, we have a turn on, turn off schedule. So let's say you want the Wi-Fi to turn off every night at 9 p.m. We can set that. And then we have this ability users can request access during downtime. So end users can go in and request access, and anyone with read-only permissions on the site can go and approve that request for more time. System settings, not a ton I want to go over in here, except for some of the advanced with syslog hosting, backup network, and then you can turn on the DPI or turn off the DPI engine on the APs in the router. You can do your auto channel bandwidth restrictions right here. Ignore certain warnings. So if you got a channel that's really screaming on you, we have an auto channel pointer that optimizes every day early in the AM. But for some reason, if you want to make changes to that, you can go into here and restrict those channels that you don't want it to jump onto. Users, what I really like about this is you can easily invite a user or groups. So you can invite individual users, or if you have a group of technicians, you can invite them to group right here. And then depending on, you set their group permissions. And then as the technician comes or goes, you just add or remove them from that group, and it will pull them off of each site or add them to each site that that group is on. So it's just a simple way to do user management is what that is. This is what it looks like to invite a user. You can add email, admin access, all password access, unlock passwords, or send an email invite over to them. Content filtering right here, red a specific application like Amazon or YouTube, and blue a specific category like chat or adult content. You can also block specific hosts right here or block wire traffic as well. Firewall filters, easy to do right here. You can set up your rules. So import, export your rules over here. And then you can add, allow, reject, or drop. You can do your enable, your source, destination, protocol, zoom in, zoom out, things like zone in, zone out, things like that. You can set up your port forwarding and also your IDS IPS. So you can turn that on. Notification level is high or medium or low, whatever you want to set. Block level right here, and you can set that on specific VLANs. This is one of my favorite tabs in the network is this networks or in the controllers, this networks tab where you're easily able to add VLANs, WANs, or static routes. That's what it looks like to add a VLAN. This is what it looks like to add a WAN, and this is what it looks like to add a static route. So just super simple. We want to keep it easy for you guys right here, and you can rename that WAN over here. Next, we have a topography map in here, which you're able to come in and see your wired or wireless traffic, depending on the legend, and you can scroll through this topography, search by name, IP address, things like that as well. So pretty cool. You can click directly into the device card from here as well. You can also view all your customers up here on the right. So this is where you jump around your sites. It's all set up for people managing networks professionally is what our goal was with this. You can jump to your site manager up here and filter by name, network devices, or updates, as well as you can add a new site or leave the site, rename the site. Then we'll jump into the floor plan, which I really like, which I'll do a quick demo for you guys. We'll do an easy floor plan so you guys can see. Well, I'm going to add a new floor on here. I'm going to upload one. We'll do this level 1 PDF layout. So I'll show you guys. We'll name this for level 1. I'll upload the document into here, and then it will have me set the scale. So I'm going to set the scale first. And there's no lines on this one, but a good rule of thumb is any typical US door construction is about 3 feet. So there's a door right there. We're going to make this 3 feet. We'll set the scale of that. Next, we're going to import. We can either hand draw our walls or we can import our walls. I prefer to import it. It just saves me a lot of time. So you can highlight different layers of the PDF. You can see it'll highlight different parts. I'll go until I find the walls. There they are. I'm going to pull that in. So those are the walls that we're going to do. And then we know this is drywall and the thickness is about 1/2 foot. We're going to import those walls. So you can see it pulls up, draws up the walls. It's not 100% perfect just because it's just picking them up off the PDF, but you can see like maybe there's probably not a wall right here in the bathroom, maybe not one right here, but generally for the most part it's pretty spot on. Just requires a little bit of cleanup. Uh, but you can go see that wall right there. This looks like that's going to be a couch more or less. So we're pretty good there. So then these guys, this is where they wanted us to, they had predefined AP spots where they wanted them. So we're going to add a device. We'll do a current device on the Pro up here. So they wanted one over there. We're going to add another one right here. And they wanted another AP6 Pro right here as well. So we can see the RF generally really good. We might have a little gap right here. So we can say, hey, we'd recommend maybe moving this up here to help with that. Move this one a little bit closer. Or if they didn't want to do that, those are already pre-wired. We can look at, throwing in an AP6W right here. So we'll click on that one and bring that over to here. And you can click on these devices, edit them. You can change the transmit power, name the devices, as well as if you right click on them, you can switch them to a wall mounted one. So if we're going to mount this one on the wall right here, we can do that. Or we can bring it back to a ceiling mount as well and switch around and it'll propagate the coverage for you. So you can see a lot of walls getting killed right here. Probably not that many walls all in a row, but just something to kind of play with for sure that you can look at. Oh, there's a wall there. So yeah, you can also export this to a PDF and it'll pull up in something similar to this, which I'll show you guys. I'll share this screen right here. Oh, just reshared the same one, sorry. Right here. So this is what the PDF looks like on it. Pretty clean, pulls out the Wi-Fi, Alta Labs Wi-Fi analysis coverage, site created, frequencies, layout, everything like that. You can see the signal reference, so strong or weak, wall reference materials, as well as you can see the floor plans on those as well. So it pulls them up, something you can throw your logo on and add straight to a customer. Also, you can ship your order straight to a distributor as well, which is a cool one. So you can just say right here on this part, you can just email you a list right here. You just go send order and it will email you that as well. And then you can just forward that onto your distributor. Add a few things if you need to as well in there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to go over on the controller. Again, I'll remind you guys, would love for you guys to sign up for our partner program right here. Alta Summit Partner Program. I'll put this one in the chat as well. for you guys, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, really appreciate you guys' time today, and look forward to working with you guys more in the future. But yeah, would love to hear your feedback on testing the products, and love for you guys to give them a try. But thanks, Epcom, for setting this up, and looking forward to hearing from you guys.
Thank you very much, Cole.
Thank you.
So thank you all for attending this webinar. So we will now open the floor for a question and answer session. So if you have any question or comments, please feel free to ask them.
Sweet.
So thank you very much, Cole, for this very interesting webinar.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not seeing any questions. Are you seeing any, Byron?
Yes, it seems that everything's okay. So thank you again, everyone, for attending this webinar. Thank you again, Cole.
Thank you.
And we wish you all a wonderful day.
Yep. You too. Have a good one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.